This guy had been evaluated as the world's ugliest fish. This fish does not even have to swim most of the time. This species is often regarded as a strawberry-flavored jelly. However, you should never try to eat it or consider it as a delicious snack. Studies show that blobfish has a colloidal substance which has great harm to the body. It is also a protective species. So, let's get into our topic, why blobfish is so peculiar and what's so special. First, some basic information that you have to know. Blobfish in Latin is called Cyclus macitus. The smooth-headed blobfish, also known simply as blobfish, is a deep-sea fish of the family Cyclutidae. It inhabits the deep waters off the coast of mainland Australia and the water of New Zealand. The fish family Cyclutidae, commonly known as blobfish, toadfish, flathead scorpions, tadpole scorpions, and fathead scorpions, contains about 6 recognized species in 4 genera. They are all dwelling marine scorpions with large heads and bodies, flat tails, leg scales. Their eyes are placed high on heads. Pectoral fins look like large leaves with lateral stem. Just like blobfish, other members from the same genus are predators who live in highly pressurized water, and they do not spend energy unless they are enforced. Blobfish are typically shorter than 30 cm. They live at depths between 600 and 1,200 meters, where the pressure is about 60 to 120 times greater than that at sea level. The deep ocean, unlike shallow sea area, food is extremely limited for predators like blobfish. While grabbing food from competitors, they must also save physical strength, otherwise it is easy to starve to death. So, what special functions do their bodies have to help them to adapt to the abyssal environment? They look like large floral tadpoles, pale, jelly-like flesh, with loose skin, a big nose, and white eyes. However, what looks like a floppy water balloon helps the blobfish make a living. Most species of spoonfish have pockets of air called swimming bladders. Swimming bladders allow them to achieve a neutral level in water by changing the amount of air inside them, so they can be protected from drowning or floating. When you live near the surface, the body has air pockets that are all fine and well, but at the depths of the ocean floor, a swimming bladder explodes. Blobfish have minimal bone and jelly-like tissue instead of using a swimming bladder to maintain a neutral euphoria. This allows them to float in place with minimal effort. It is one of the most interesting blobfish adaptations. Having the ability to float in place without swimming can be extremely beneficial if you are trying to conserve energy. In the deep ocean, food is very limited. This means that if you have any hope of survival, you need to save as much energy as possible. The blobfish has a relative lack of muscle, but this is not a disadvantage, as its primary food source is an edible matter that floats in front of it, such as deep ocean crustaceans. In short, blobfish have adapted to a body structure consisting mainly of gelatinous mass and very low muscle density as a part of their exclusive adaptations. In fact, this unique body structure allows the blobfish to float in depths of the ocean with very little energy because its flesh is slightly less dense than water. They stay at the bottom of the sea, waiting for its dinner of microorganisms to float by. How does it survive not being eaten? By not being tasty. It's inedible to humans. It's still endangered. Though, overfishing of the ocean bottom leads to these guys being held out of the ocean at a fast rate. In my words, blobfish's body is designed to accustom themselves to the deep ocean. In case they are captured by fishermen, jelly-like flesh will collapse and make them ugly. Even though the blobfishes are ugly, they indeed have a successful biological mechanism inside their bodies to help them to survive, to cope with the harsh